Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is the Rant. And today, 5,000 subscribers. It's huge! Hello. I'm Jade. Oh, I've got the wrong thing. I'm a little bit late today, guys. I have to admit, I'm so late. I slept in. These things happen. And it's been a crazy morning. Let's just fix all this up. Did I even have, I had the right stuff. There we go. There's my name. That's not the right name. It's this one. What's happening? Hope you're doing okay. Welcome to the show. I intentionally didn't prepare for today because what's to prepare for? I prepared every goddamn morning for the last almost 5 years, every day on this channel to get up, nearly every day, getting up and talking to you guys and demoing stuff and taking you on adventures and all this kind of stuff. And let me tell you, 5,000 subscribers, thank fuck. And all the swearing I've tried to control myself with over the last few months, that goes out the window today. YouTube! Finally. That's not how I expected to start this show, but it's a grind. Let me tell you that. It is a grind. Welcome, everybody. Let's say hello to you all and reflect. Studio 6+1, thank you so much. You sent a really kind donation yesterday, so thank you so much for that. Super, super kind of you. Thomas Christ. Can't do it without you, Thomas. Thomas is a bit of a legend. He's been here from day one. There's a bunch of people who've been here from day one, which is just phenomenal. Ali, Joe, Glenn, let me just call everyone's name out and then we'll get into it. Paws and Guitars, thank you. Jenny Jolivet, thank you, and Ron, so very much. Heathen Granny, hello. Lisa, welcome back. Jamie Lynn. Look at this Thomas working his ass off over here. Thank you, Barry. I couldn't have got to this point without so many of you guys, and I'll start today with reading out some names because it's not something I really do on here that much. Hugh Caldwell, thank you so much. Hi, Hugh. Hugh Caldwell's back playing guitar, folks, and it's pretty special. It's very special. Just making sure I've got everybody I can. Denise, g'day. Chem, okay. Another developer who has supported me all the way through this whole thing. Look, there's so many people to thank, and there's so much more to come. Trust me, this is only 5,000. This is just taking a long time to get here. But we'll talk about some of those reasons. Patrons, we know what it is. Everyone knows what it is, except if you're a psychopath. JDL, hello, and thank you so much. And Capsulam, cheers, thank you. Oh, I need a coffee, man. I went to bed last night. Was like, should I set stuff up and like go through all the old videos and all this kind of stuff, like on these milestones? And I don't know. I was gonna do it, and then let's talk about this quickly. I was gonna do it and go through some of my old videos, and then I came across YouTube, my employer. Let's just talk about this first, about YouTube, my employer. YouTube, thank you. Thanks for making it really hard. Thanks for giving us tools to try and release our videos and try and, do something with this platform? No thanks. No thanks, okay, to the constant hiding of how your algorithm works that makes it really hard for everybody to try and work out how YouTube works. So much so that you generate multiple channels telling us how to get around the algorithm from people who don't even know how the algorithm works. Thank you so much for just, now I know what it's like to work at KFC and not know what's in those secret herbs and spices. And just to tell everybody, trust me, it's delicious. And one of the things today, I opened up my YouTube app on my iPad, which I use every day here on this channel, and thought I'll go through some videos from the past. So I'll click on my YouTube channel here, and I'll click on videos, and then I'll go to oldest videos, and we'll go back through some old videos. And I started scrolling like, look at all these old videos way before. This is way back 14 years ago, 15 years ago. And then I got to here and it just stops. What's that all about? All right, well, let's do it the other way. Let's do it from the newest videos. And we'll go down. Hang on. All right. That's live videos. Why does it just stop? What? Why is it just stopping? Okay, maybe we'll try live videos. And we'll scroll down. Let's see how many I can get here. Oh, it's still going. Right, so there you go. There's the bug. There's a bug in trying to view my own videos, uploads, not live streams. I can't go past anything. It's whatever. And trust me, folks, I've done all the things. I've been doing this iOS thing for a long time. And I uninstalled it. I rebooted the iPad and no difference. So come on, YouTube, pull your finger out, get it sorted out. Thank you, David. Thank you, John, David, Lees, for the kind Supre Shadow. Yeah, look, it's weird. I don't know. Has anyone else been? I've been having a lot of troubles with YouTube apps lately, especially on the iPhone. My YouTube app it crashes all the time. For no reason, I've got to reinstall it. So YouTube, can we sort out the iOS apps? It makes it a little bit hard. There we go. I don't want to make this about complaining. I do want to talk about iOS. Hambo, hello, and thank you so much, my friend. If I've missed, I'm going to make sure I try and keep up today, not go on too much of a ranty McRantison. Okay, we've got a coffee cup. So finally, I got some coffee. Look, I just want to go over why I got into iOS. Yeah, because it really changed everything, and I never want to lose my roots here on this channel. Yeah, at all, because you can't. I hate when people forget about their roots, where they came from, what the original idea was of what they were going to do. Because this is the thing with YouTube, you can get you can have an idea, get into it, start doing it for a period of time, and then you start to lose sight of that original idea. And you really always, with everything, should try and keep as grounded as possible in the original idea of what this was going on about. Pete Johns, who's just entered the chat, I'm sure he will say the same kind of thing. Never lose sight of the original plan. You may have to change that plan around a little bit and move things around, but the original plan is the niche, is the thing that makes YouTube special. Now, I know nothing about YouTube, and I'm sure heaps of people there have been heaps of people tell me I'm doing it wrong. You know what? That's all right. I've got no problem doing YouTube wrong. I do everything wrong, and that's the thing. But you learn from these mistakes. That's why I say mistakes make you better. As long as you learn from them. That's a bit long for a catchphrase, but iOS was something for me, and how it led me into YouTube. When I first picked up the first iPhone, first iPhone I got was the original iPhone. It didn't even work here in this country. I bought it from overseas, had it sent to me. I couldn't even use it because it was locked to a carrier. It was locked to a US carrier, and I couldn't even use it. So I could put apps on it. I just couldn't. Well, there were no apps on the original one. So the 3G one I could, but I couldn't really use it. But I had one in my hand, and I was so excited about it. Yeah. So when I got my first, when I got the iPhone 3G, which was the first Australian consumer iOS device, fuck man, I'll never forget the day. I had a flip phone before then, this pissy little flip phone, and good God, the step up was so immense. Like, to open an app for the first time was just like, what? And I think the first app that I got, can we find it? Let's find the first app that I actually got on my iOS device. We'll go to all and do this. Scroll all the way to the bottom. Look at that. Instant Messenger was the first app I purchased way back in 2008, followed by Facebook. Can you believe that? What the hell? Cricket Live. Look at all these free apps I was downloading. IGN. IGN exists. PayPal. Flashlight. We all had a Flashlight app. Yeah. Didn't we? More Cowbell. Look at that. That's what the 10th app I downloaded. Something like More Cowbell, and I've still got it on my iPad. Can you believe it? Look at that. Does it work anymore? I don't think it works anymore. Well, that sucks. It's a bit disappointing. Doodle Jump. Oh! It doesn't even have any decay. Listen.
I gotta have more cowbell.
What the hell?
I gotta have more cowbell.
Man, it was primitive times back then, wasn't it? Right? Very, very primitive times.
I gotta have more cowbell.
All right. Fucking no more cowbell. Piss off. But, all right, you can flip back now. What else we got in here? G'day, Cold Acre as well. A UFC Bubba. UFC Bubba. eBay. Pocket guitar. Does anyone remember this? Pocket guitar. Look at this. I thought this was such tech. Should I download it? Such technology. I was just blown away. I'm like, look at this. You can actually run your fingers across the strings. Wow. A lot of these are missing. Fake a call. There were apps out there that you could fake calls to people. Yeah. Cocktails. Why do I have cocktail apps? I have no idea. Qantas, Instant Messenger. Around Me. This was really fucking good at the time. I remember Around Me, it would show you food and restaurants that were directly in the area you were in. Does it still work? It's dead. Deadware. No, it still works. So Around Me still is a thing. But crazy fucking snowboard, Foxtel, a lot of rubbish. Because here's the deal. A lot of this stuff was free. There it is. Doodle Jump. Pocket God. Anyone remember Pocket God? In the day, where you had these little characters down there, and you had to feed them and stuff, and you could throw them fish and create tornadoes and all this kind of stuff. I was really into gaming a lot. As you start going through, a lot of these games don't exist anymore, so I got really into gaming. The reason I stopped playing games on iOS was because, well, guess what? A lot of the big game companies came across to iOS and invested and released apps, and then they stopped updating them. And we're talking about big players like EA, all the majors, yeah? They fucked me over so many fucking times, game companies on iOS. Now, people complain on desktop saying, fucking gaming's got really bad. They release so many games with terrible bugs and stuff. Well, iOS, even worse, they would release games, charge you like $25. Like that was unheard of back in those days on the App Store, because everything was super cheap and free. And then in about 3 months, that app no longer existed, and you just lost $25. I reckon over the years on iOS games, I reckon I've lost over $5,000 on games that don't work anymore. Absolutely, I was a big game head. And none of them work anymore. They're all gone. All big games like Alien versus Predator, all these games, just ridiculous. So, Apple really lost me on games. And then it was far too late for me to get back on board once they released the gaming app store or whatever it is, the game store, because I just didn't. They lost my trust with games. So there's that. I'm going through my history, but with hey Queen, welcome Queen Savage Alpha Mama, good to see you. So. Oh shit, it's May 4th for everybody outside of Australia. Happy May 4th. I hope you're all watching Andor, those of you who are Star Wars fans, because Andor's really cool. I'm enjoying Andor. Yeah, today's not really anything. We're not going to do anything crazy today. We're just yapping today about stuff. So with iOS, then I got into music, all right? I got into making music on iOS, and I'm not going to lie, ever since I held the first iPhone in my hand with the 3G that had apps, I'm addicted to apps. I say it here on the channel. I'm not so addicted these days that apps aren't Pokemon. You don't need to collect them all. And I know it's ironic because I sit here and collect them all. Hey, Hobbs. Good to see you, Hobbs. But you don't need to have them all, right? But I remember before I started this show, man, I was so into apps. I would download every fucking app that came out. Every app that came out I had to have. Even though I didn't have the money to do it, I was very much into watching YouTube tutorials on apps. So I knew what to buy. And then I found Pete Johns. So Pete Johns is here today, and came across his channel looking for some help one day on YouTube. And I end up hanging around. I end up staying there at Pete Johns. I planted my flag straight into the ground and went, I like this little character from Adelaide. I'm going to hang out with this guy. I'm going to hang out on his YouTube channel. I'm going to listen to what he's got to say. He seems a pretty genuine kind of guy. He's got a lot of nice people that follow him around, so he can't be a dickhead. And I started hanging out with, watching Pete Johns and what he was doing here on YouTube. I noticed that he wasn't talking much about apps, but he's talking a lot about GarageBand. And that's how I found Pete, with a question about GarageBand. And he answered my question. I think he answered, I don't even know. He probably didn't. I probably found the answer somewhere else. Oh, yeah, I found the answer from Patrick Baird. That's no, I didn't. Lies. Hey, Rich, thank you so much. So I hung out with Pete Johns, and what do you know? I would sit in the chat. I was a moderator with Thomas, the legend. And whenever an app would get mentioned, that was my chance to shine in the chat, just like you guys in the chat. And I would sit there and go, find a link to this app, put it in. There's the app. This is an app you need to get. And that was kind of my thing when I was hanging out on Pete John's chat, because GarageBand doesn't have all the things. It has all the things. It hasn't. Here's the deal. GarageBand has enough to make great music, but it doesn't have all the fancy. You can get all these fancy apps. So when the inconvenience hit in 2020, it was time to start a YouTube channel. And what better way to do it than to talk about apps? Because I love apps and I love making music with apps and all that kind of stuff. So it just worked out that I jumped over here, started my channel. And if it wasn't for Pete, I probably wouldn't be doing it, because a lot of great people from Pete's channel came over here and helped me get this thing off the ground. And you know what? Many of you are still fucking here, which blows my mind, Joe, Mark, Thomas. There's many of you who've been here from day one with me doing this, and I hear this all the time, right? I've had people leave comments on videos and stuff saying, you should have so many more subs. And it's not the case. It's not. I don't deserve. What is the number of subs that is needed to make you right? Is there a number? It's so funny, the focus on subscribers. It is really funny. Like, every video, every channel that says hit the subscribe, but what is the goal before you've made it? Because even if you get 1 million, there's 2 million around the corner. When does it end? And people don't give a fuck. They only give a fuck about how many subscribers. And I'm talking about normies. Let's go, because a lot of us here who are here in the chat or watching a replay, who watch a lot of YouTube, we're not normies. We're YouTube addicts. Yeah, we're on here day in and day out. We're clicking this thing all the time. We're jumping over to someone else's channel, so I'll be sitting here and go, well, that show ended. Look at this. This guy's live right now. Rich New Design. I'm going to sit over there and listen to him and his girlfriend love each other up for a little while. Thank you so much, Rich New Design, Wes. All right, so we're not normies. We're the weirdos. Yeah, we are the weirdos of YouTube because we're here every day. We bounce from chat to chat to chat. But the normies out there, especially if I've jumped in an Uber or something, I'm filming Walk With Me and I have to get somewhere, jump in an Uber, they'll see I'm holding the camera. They're like, are you a YouTuber? And I'm like, yep, that's what I do, I guess. And they go, how many subscribers do you have? And I go, oh, almost 5,000. They go, all right. Right. Okay, do you make money from that? The first 2 questions by every normie there is on the planet. Do you make money? How many subscribers you got? Like, that's the most important thing. Like, that's more important than the actual content that you're putting out. It's not. It's just a number, right? It's like that Uber driver asked me that question. He was like 50 and he's probably dating a 20-year-old. I'm not going to question that. I don't care about the arbitrary number unless it's under 18. Then you should go to oh, shit, I hit the wrong button. Sorry about that. How'd I do that? That was weird. Oh, I know what I did. I hit the so I have this button, guys, on my thing. I'll explain what just happened then. I have this button, and when you press it, when I'm doing an interview with somebody and they're on the call and music's playing, just say I've got Deep Gravity, who's here in the chat. Hi, Deep Gravity. And I'm interviewing him, and we're playing one of his songs, and on the interview, I have a button I can press, or I can talk to my guest, and none of you can hear it. And I just hit that button by accident. But I want to go back up here. Where was that? This one. Here. The question shelter. I'm stuck at 200 subs, and I'm good with it. It doesn't matter to me anymore. You know what? I was stuck on, holy fuck, 300 subs. Fucking, I don't know, feels like for 10 years. Because I'm a musician. And you guys know, as musicians, it's so hard to get people to engage with your fucking music. It's so hard to get subscribers. It's a trickle. It is just an absolute trickle because you don't put out enough content. Right? This is one of the theories I have anyway. As a musician, you're not a live streamer. You're not on every day. You're not releasing a lot of videos because you can't. As a musician, you just can't write so many fucking songs. You just can't put out that amount of content. You know, the old school rules were write an album of songs that may take you 5 or 6 months or whatever. Record an album, takes a period of time, get it all set up, release it. This could be over like a 9-month period. You get it out, it's all done. Now you've got to build everything back up and start to do all that stuff, right? This is just as a musician. I'm not talking about fucking these kind of conversations or playing other people's music or just your own fucking music. That's it, yeah? But here we are. And I started the channel thinking, well, you know, what else is there to do during the pandemic? Yeah. What else is there to do but actually start focusing and forget my music and start trying to show things? The sad thing is I would be fine with just the base requirements for YouTube, but it's such a bitch to even get that in the first place unless you do something drastic. Listen, I'm not going to lie about how we got to this point. You want the truth? That's what you get here. I'm fucking tired. I'm really tired. It's been almost 5 years of getting up every day and doing this every day and trying to have content every day, and there's just a lot that goes into this. I'm not saying any of this to like go, oh, poor me. I fucking love doing this. But man, it really is you have to bust your there's no doubt about it. You got to grind. You got to Sigma grind. Hey, Leela, great show yesterday. Oh, well, I spoke to you yesterday anyway, didn't I? I'm going to stop for a second here because there's some people I want to thank. And I don't do this very often, but let's do it. I got some names to read out, and you're just going to have to deal with the names that I'm about to read out. Pete Johns, Bubba, Tom Christ, Wall, Scott, Deep Gravity, Patrick Baird, Gary Hubbs, Doctor's Orders, Russ, 8889, Ed Zielinski, Gino Therese, Alex Bacchus, Brad Example, Steve Perry, Pay to Get, Ivan Idea, Benjamin Hewitt, Hambo Hounslow, Kim Hudden Hudson, Kurt, also known as Audio Video, Joe Glenn, Michelle Morgan, Dan Eckberg, Ron and Jenny, R times 2, Jamie Mallender, and get this, Auntie G, Night Train, Fergal Riggs, Patrick Chandler, Mark Bro, Mars Capone, Vogon, Jerry Gomes, Darren, Barry, Glenn, Joe Glenn, I always said Joe, I think, Leela, David Collette, Christopher Rossi, Mundulator, Coldacre, Mr. Smith, Gary Chapman, Gregory O'Sullivan, Matthew O'Dowd, Mateusz Prakowski, Hugh Caldwell, John, Pookie, Weave Brain, Andy Peabody, The Endless Knot, Semtex Cow, Carlos, Mick, Manfred, Paul, Liz Day, Arthur, Malcolm, Laurie, Hubs, G-May, Chris Lane Sr., Jason Lemansky, Denise, If Dots, Leslie, Tony, Justine Kasperick, David French, Paul Volt, and 8R41NP, 4Z11, all patrons of this channel who continue to support me day in and day out, month after month, doing this thing. You guys are the backbone of this channel. This is the thing. Like this isn't about, this channel's not me. You guys make this channel. You guys help me decide what's going to happen, what direction it's going to go in. You guys support me financially to go out and do all the cool things that I get to do. When I hit up developers for apps, there's no secret here. This is the way it rolls. I will send an email to a developer and ask, I'd love to cover the app. Would you consider giving me some copies to give away to my patrons because they keep the lights on? And the developers continue to do so. They continue to allow me to do this. They continue to send me the codes to give away, the codes to cover the apps, which ends up me having the apps to make my own music and to show you guys how to use them to make an informed decision financially on if it's the right thing to buy these. I'm not here to tell you you have to buy all these things. That's not what I do. It's just to show you this is the thing. Does it work for you? You decide, not me. It's your money, not mine. So all my patrons I want to thank so very much. the developers who continue to support me. Even just got an email during this show with a new app. There we go. And some codes for everybody as well too. So that's really, really cool. And welcome aboard to a new Patreon. Chem OK, this guy's been supporting us here for a long. Look, there's so many people who make this happen. It's not only me. I just get up every day, learn the app, and just talk shit and try and make you guys laugh and have fun. That's it. That's the whole idea. So it's the credit has to go to you guys for driving me to get up each day. Dom, hello. What is going on here? Sorry, I had to cough. I quit doing Guitar Jedi because people were expecting some good God playing, and I play by ear. It's not going to happen. Thomas, if there's one thing I know, Jade works crazy hard. Well, thank you, Thomas. And I know you do too. Like, I think we've had this little clique here for a while too. Pete John, as I said, look, a lot of us come from Pete Johns. A lot of people have come from Pete Johns, and Thomas was another one of those cool dudes who was moderating with me, and seeing Thomas, all the stuff Thomas does, blows my mind. Look, there's so many people who blow my mind. I'm constantly on YouTube. I watch everybody's shit. I may not chat all the time, but I'm always circling around and staying at somebody's chat for a little bit, hitting a like and fucking off. I like to swear. I thought I'd cover this topic in this 5K show. Let's do an ad first. Let me run this ad. Every day we run an ad. The ad's been run. You can avoid the ad by becoming a YouTube Premium subscriber or by clicking the skip, and we'll wait for you to come back. Tomorrow on this show, we have something going on. What are we doing tomorrow on the show? We're looking at this tomorrow. Samara and the Symphonic Cello by Compose Audio. These are 2 preset packs for Soundbox. So taking a look at this tomorrow. I don't know what else. I think we're doing this other thing this week. There's a whole bunch I can't put up all the shows yet because I'm just kind of waiting for things to pan out. But I'll tell you what's really, really cool. We got an interview this week, and while we're on this little break, I want to play a song from the person we've got an interview with. Yeah, let's do that. Give me a second here. I wasn't going to, again, I'm just making shit up. So, let's do this. Let's play some music of my guest because she's really awesome. And it gives me a chance just to run to the toilet for a second. If that's cool. I'm going to play this one. Maybe. Let's do it. Yeah.
Time is ticking. Better run around the corner. Well, I might have to crawl, 'cause the feelings I'm not sure can survive. Heads are turning. We got everybody talking. Well, I do what I want. Maybe you should go and do something too. Oh, you still don't know what you're doing to me, baby. Oh, you still don't know how much it drives me crazy. Hearts are racing all the way to New Orleans. I tried not to belong, but the soul was so strong I couldn't live.
Yeah, baby. So we've got Miss Stephanie coming on the show this week. G'day, Felcro. I saw you sneaking in there. Oh, hello, Eileen. Come on, Eileen. What's going on, Leanie? Good to see you. So, yeah, we've got Miss Stephanie coming on the show this week. We've got some cool people coming on the next couple of weeks, and we've got Scotty Butters coming up at the end of this month as well. So, lots of good stuff happening. We've got, it's a long month this month, actually. So, there's that. Gary Hubs. Hubs Alicious. All right, look, let's go through this. I like to swear. I love to swear, and swearing's been a big thing on this channel for a lot of people. There've been some people who won't come and watch my channel because they believe I swear too much. And I fucking do swear a lot. Right? Here's what it is. Right? A lot of Australians swear a lot. That's just what it is. Now, have I put a bit of control on it? Absolutely. I've tried to put a bit of control on it because for the longest time, I'll tell you what my journey was here with YouTube. Every time I would release a video, every live stream, I'm not shitting you guys. Every live stream used to get flagged on this channel. Every single one. Every day I would do a live stream and it would be flagged, not suitable. And I would have to do a review and send that through to YouTube, and they would review it, and then it would come back and go, everything's fine, and then I would get, it'd be okay. And then the next day I'd go live and get held up for review. Once again, every fucking video, and it was so frustrating because, like, I didn't break the rules. I didn't swear at the start because you've got a very, if I started the show and just went, fuck everybody, that's going to get you done. And I do like to use the old magic C word every now and again. You know the old word, the old magic that one. The one that's on all my merch. It's part of my brand. And then I started using the beep button. And I don't know, it just started slowing down. I started getting less and less and less of these warnings saying you're not going to get monetized. And then I got onto that and was like, cool. Kept hitting the beep button every now and again. But I wouldn't do it for every swear. I'd only do it for a few. And now I hardly do it at all and just swear whenever I want. And they just leave me alone now. I don't know what it is. It's like they decided, oh, look, yeah, the trannies, we can't change that tranny. It's too hard. Let's just go away and leave Jade. And they don't do it anymore. I haven't had one of those videos come up for so fucking long. So thank you, fucking YouTube, you bunch of absolute fucking for not doing that anymore. It was very frustrating. It just meant so much work and just what a pain in the ass to see your work just get told back. Sorry, it's too much. It's too much. But and you know, look, I agree. A lot of people don't want to hear profanity. But it's not like I've never just come on here and just swore for the sake of it, unless it's for a joke or for humor, trying to get people to laugh. Right? There's different ways you can use swearing. It's never been used to like shit on somebody or make anybody feel bad or anything like that. It's just it naturally comes out, and swearing as can be good to make a point. There it is right there, see? Dr. Crow has said that's the reason. But yeah, so it is cool that they have decided to leave me alone now. Because for ages I thought it was just because I don't know, I was doing something wrong. Swearing is caring. That's the funniest thing I've heard all day. And I've only been up for a bit over 40 minutes. And swearing is Karen. And Karen is swearing. And if you've ever seen a Karen, they do love to swear. But I have tried to tone it down. And it's definitely working. I know I've seriously had some people leave comments saying, I would love to subscribe to the channel, but you swear too much. And, you know, hey, that's cool. Probably about 10 years ago, I would have got angry about that and written them back going, fuck you. But we grow up and we realize that's not the right thing to do because some people just don't want to hear it. And that's cool as well. So I think the best thing to do is to try and maintain as much as your of your character and who you naturally are as possible, and then just maybe pull back on the extreme stuff. a little bit here, the tether there and there. But, you know, the thing is, like, you know, we've talked about this on Rants before. You can watch 1,000,001 YouTube videos on how to have a good YouTube channel, how to do all the things, have the right thumbnails, do all this shit. That doesn't guarantee anything's going to happen. It doesn't. Just because some asshole has a YouTube channel who's telling you how to have a big YouTube channel, and the only reason they've got a big YouTube channel is that they're telling you how to have a big YouTube channel. They don't actually have any content. They've never actually had a big YouTube channel just off their own bat, off their own performance, off their own manifestation. Instead, their views have come from people believing that they have the answers to tell you how to have a good YouTube channel without actually having a good YouTube channel. Does that make sense? Do you understand what I'm throwing down here? Right? Because nobody can actually have all the answers on how to have a good YouTube channel, because the answers are in the algorithm. And the algorithm is private. It's YouTube private knowledge. So don't believe those idiots. Be yourself. Be yourself, right? Be unapologetic. Be honest. And be authentic. That's more than anything else. Yeah? There's nothing else to it. Some of the biggest channels, their content is garbage. Like, there's a channel I've just started watching now, which I love so much, right? And I don't know if you'll like it too. Let me show you this channel. And a lot of people wouldn't even get into this. The only reason I watch it is because I love the dude. The dude who does the show, he's just awesome, right? Do I want to go out and do the things that he does every day? Not really. But he's so engaging. And this guy here, let's see if I can bring him up on here. His channel's called Field Days. He's an Aussie, and he goes fishing and stuff. Let me show you this guy, right? He's awesome.
Look at the chompers on that thing. Probably recommend you guys to go get your napkins and your bibs, because after you see what we're about to cook, you will be dribbling all over yourself. Oh, that's fish. Oh, wow. What is going on, my doggies? Welcome back to another video.
Look, it's Mr.
We're out in the
Smith's
mangroves
brother.
right now. We are chasing
It's Mr. Smith's
giant crabs.
long-lost
I
brother
have
from
got these
Australia.
mangrove
There he
systems
is,
I'm
wearing
actually
his
lost.
mask.
This is one of the thicker mangrove systems we've ever been in before. It's
Now, what I love about this guy is, right, he is so fucking honest, man. There's not one thing about this guy who, you know, he keeps all the mistakes in. He fucks up all the time. He calls himself a dickhead. He absolutely authentic. And that, beyond anything else, will get me to click the subscribe button. That's it. If there's a character behind the content, then I'm going to hit the subscribe button. If it's just another fucking boring travel video with somebody going, I just bought this cake and it's delicious. I don't care. So what are the secrets to YouTube? Grind. Just grind, man. That's what it's all about. You really have to just grind and grind. Because the thing is, working on YouTube, right, is like having a loved one with dementia, right? Hear me out. There's nothing worse, right, than having a loved one with dementia, because every time you go and see them, they forget who you are. And you've got to go through this whole dance and help them get to a point where they're back to understanding who you are and all this kind of stuff. Well, that's YouTube. Because if you don't release a video in a few days, guess what? You're forgotten. And YouTube just squashes you down the list, and they just go, whatever, we don't care about this person anymore. This person put out 2 videos in one day. Let's put them up the top. And that's what it's like. Exactly what it's like. And it's happened before. I've taken a few days off and gone away somewhere and just come back and watch the channel has just gone down. It's like, how in 2 days can it just be like 0 views? You know what I mean? I just do wish that YouTube gave us a little bit more information as creators on how to like do things right, because yeah. And if the only advice I can really give to you all is just grind, just keep going. And if you're going to start live streaming, gear's not important. None of that stuff's important. It's just you. You're the most important thing. Everything's about you and how you identify with your audience. So I'll tell you, I'm not going to go into the details. So last year I had an email from somebody. How do I put this? I don't want to like throw anyone under the bus. So I had an email from somebody trying to, asking me what I'm doing to have people so loyal to me. Does that make sense? I don't look at it like that people are loyal to me. Whatever. And they were asking, what things am I doing to have an audience that is there every day? An audience that wants to actually support you and actually cares about you. And they're asking me, how do I do this? And I'm not going to lie. I was like, if you can't work that out, I don't know what to tell you. Because it's not rocket science, is it? I don't know. It's not rocket science. It's just give a fuck. Like you have, like it's a two-way street. Pete John said this. Social media is a two-way street. You know, you can't have social media if it's just you. So it's got to be a back and forward. You know, you got to give a fuck about the people that are there fucking supporting you. And this particular person who wrote to me doesn't give a fuck about their audience, and has in a long period of time not built, has a following, but not a following of people that support financially or there all the time, or you can kind of count on, right? And there's a really big channel too, but people just wouldn't be at the live streams or premieres. They're just not there. There's like nobody. There's two people, and yet they've got like, you know, nearly 20,000 subscribers. And there was, what do you say? Because I'll tell you what it was. It's just because the personality is not there, and they don't give a fuck about the people who are, when they are there. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. Right? And that leads you into how much should you care? Like, you know, we live in this day and age of parasocial relationships, Twitch, and people living vicariously through these people in your box, jumping around, talking shit. So, hang on a minute. Congrats on 5K. Hi, Costa. My news, unfortunately, had a home invasion yesterday, but luckily police were close by. Wife and I are okay. Well, that's good. What, were the police having a coffee outside your house? See, this I could make a joke, Costa, and if I do, it's only trying to make you laugh. They're just paying you back by being close to your house because they know you stalk me around Melbourne. See? Hope that gave you a smile. Well, I'm glad you're both okay. That's the most important thing. Chad Freeman. I'm not talking about you, Chad Freeman. I will if you want. Anyway, look, I know I'm rambling. This episode's a ramble, and I really didn't know what to say. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Like, the numbers, it's a number. It's great. It for me, the number's like a point to get to. It's something to aim to, and then once you get it, it's done. Let's keep going. It's not something that drives me every day. I don't get up every day and check the subscribers and go, because, again, let's cut through the shit and be as real as possible. Subscribers don't pay the bills, if that makes sense. If you're actually trying to earn a living, which is never anything I tried to do here on this YouTube platform. I just started this to get up out of bed each day because of my health and do something during COVID. And here we are 5 years later with 5,000 subs. Thank you, Mario. Again, I said at the beginning you weren't here, but thanks to all the developers. I can't do it with all the developers. You're all amazing. You all continue to put out amazing stuff. You all continue to treat me with kindness and respect. and offer me codes to give away and get on betas to test out stuff. And you guys are just so kind, and, you know, it pisses me off that so many developers here on iOS struggle to make ends meet financially. The apps are so fucking cheap, right? The apps are so fucking cheap, and people are still very upset. It is what it is. You're never going to please everybody. But here, yeah, subscribe to folks you want to watch. Don't subscribe to folks you don't. The end number is just a number. Exactly. Yesterday, I went and unsubscribed from a couple of channels, not because, like, I dislike the people. It's only because, here's the deal. If you subscribe to somebody and you don't watch their shit, you're actually causing problems. Does that make sense? I know people won't want to hear this. But if you subscribe to somebody and never watch any of their content, it does nothing. So you may as well unsubscribe. If you're not watching any of it, if you just see every video pop up and you never see any of it, just unsubscribe, because you're not adding anything to the watch time or anything like that, because that's not where the... It would be funny if YouTube changed their whole idea around... instead of hit subscribe, stay around for the next video. But it's not catchy, is it, as the, like, hit the subscribe. But yeah, the subscribe button, it's a number to aim to, but ultimately it's a vanity metric. And if I show you my stats here, the thing is 50% of people who watch this channel aren't subscribed. That's what it is. 50% aren't. And I know some people may see that stat and go, oh my God, 50% of people who watch this aren't subscribed. What am I doing wrong? You are doing everything right. Don't look at that as a negative. That is not a bad place to be. I've seen YouTube channels who in their video fully go, they show that number on their screen and go, 50% of you aren't subscribed to my channel. Like hurry up and... No. 50%, 60% of people, 70% of people watching your channel aren't subscribed. Guess what? That is an opportunity. That is an opportunity to get somebody to subscribe, right? It's not a bad thing. It's not terrible at all. It's opportunity to get more people. And that opportunity is for people to watch more stuff, not just subscribe. Subscribing is... I hate the shit on the whole subscribing thing, but it is kind of redundant. Hugh Caldwell, thank you so much. With the members out to, who got one? Jamie, 6 times 9. Arthur. I can put them up now. How cool is that? I didn't know I could do this. Bill, Vince Janella, and Mr. Smith shooting one across for Lisa. There you go, bang. Thank you so much. UFC Baba 5, and we got Panda the Torture Clown. Sounds like my ex-wife. Hot damn, Elaine's Crafting. Nina and the Dynamics got a membership. Joanna Lynn. What are you joking about? I'm just here because I know Jade Starr. I'm more than a parasocial relationship. Parasocial, we love it. It's a funny old term, parasocial relationship, because haven't we been having these for years with people on television? What's the difference? Oh yeah, people on television can't tell you to go get fucked in real time, can they? Like I can. But look, just a quick, what have we got? It's 4 minutes. Thank you all for hanging out today and listen to me drone on. If you feel jaded with YouTube and then no one gives a shit, just think, if we didn't have these communities that we have, you'd have a lot less people listening to your music, right? That's the first takeaway. The one thing that I kind of wish I had back when I started YouTube was this community. It would have made me not abandon the platform. I abandoned Facebook for a very, very long time because what's the fucking point? Nobody gives a shit about musicians. They all just want to dunk on other YouTubers and expose people, and the negative stuff seems to get the most views. But I'll tell you what, it's rare that you come across communities on YouTube that are this kind to each other. Like you go to some of these slop videos where they're just shitting on people and exposing Hassan Piker or whoever it is. All the communities there are only brought together through shit, nastiness, through horrible and just putting people down and being a smartass and being fucking dog shit horrible to each other. It's really unique that these section of musicians that we've kind of got going on are also kind to each other. It's kind of a weird thing because you want more people to come and listen to all of our music and be a part of this, but at the same time, you're scared that they're going to bring their bullshit with them and ruin everything. Because we've seen that happen before, haven't we? Without saying anything. Kathy Algram, g'day Kathy. Quality over quantity. It's so true. It's the same with, with your numbers. I'd rather know that here's the deal. That we know there's people out there who buy subscribers, right? You can tell. You don't have to be clever to see who does it, right? It's so much better to grind and get there. Even though it's fucking a lot of hard work, it's so much better to get to listen. Like I said earlier, if I get in an Uber and somebody asks me what I do and I say I'm a YouTuber and they ask, how many subscribers? How much do you make? I tell them very proudly how many subscribers I have because I know I fucking worked my ass off for every goddamn one of them. And that's what it comes down to. It's the same with everything, isn't it? Work your ass off. Just keep going, put your head down, just do it, get it done, and yeah, here we are. Speaking of, Pete Johnson's got a live stream. Speaking of great music, your music, Pete's going to be playing that next. I want to thank all of you so very much for your continued support, for getting me here, getting to 5,000 subscribers, continuing to come back each day, enjoy the ridiculous content I put out. I promise you, there's a whole bunch of things that are going to happen this year that are going to be fucking off its guts, if I can use that term. So we're just going to keep evolving the channel, keep doing demos, keep doing live streams, keep doing pre-recorded stuff, keep doing walk with me, keep doing bike with me, travel, all this kind of stuff, keep doing live performances and creative hours and rants and interviews and everything I can think of. And I'll keep trying to come up with new ideas for new shows because I hate getting bored and doing the same thing. And I'm just very thankful. Pete Johns is happening right now. So much love to you all. Thank you so much. I'll bounce you all over to Pete Johns. You guys rock so hard. And I'm so privileged to have you all as friends and people and those of you who aren't here every day and watch. Thank you, replay watchers, everybody. All right, I'm yammering on too much. I feel like I'm at the Academy Awards, and I want to thank my dad and God. Thanks, God, for doing nothing. All right. And thank you, Lisa. There we go. We'll get our last one in. Do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better. We'll all rise together. See you over at Pete's. Tomorrow we'll be back. And then the next day, tomorrow I'm out filming as well too. We've got a great bunch of Walk With Me's coming up. Let's Oge. Love you lots. Thank you, Joe Glenn. I see that last one up there. Let's Oge. Bye.